Hey teacher friends, quick question. Have you ever made a resource or pulled out a worksheet that looks solid, and then you put it in front of an autistic learner and you're like, oh, this is not quite going the way I thought it was going to go? That's not because you're a bad teacher or a bad creator. It's because most resources are built for a very specific kind of learner, one who can read, sit, infer, and respond on demand. And we know a lot of our kiddos just don't live there every day. So today I'm sharing my neurodivergent lens in 3 non-negotiables, the 3 things I check every single time I make a page. And I'm going to show you what it looks like using real examples, including a before page and a couple quick upgrades that make it way more accessible without watering anything down. Creating with a neurodivergent lens equals these 3 non-negotiables: visual access, multiple response options, and a consistent format. If you can build those 3 things into your resource, your students get more access and teachers can actually use what you made on their real Monday. Hi, I'm Kim. I've spent my career teaching neurodivergent learners, and I create resources the same way I teach: clear, visual, and built for real classrooms. These 3 non-negotiables are what I check every single time I make a resource. Non-negotiable number 1 is visual access. This means that students can understand the task without language being the gatekeeper. Non-negotiable number 2 is multiple response options. That means the same activity still works on different kinds of days: verbal, AAC, pointing, matching, errorless, you name it. And non-negotiable number 3 is consistent format. That means students aren't burning energy figuring out the layout every time. Predictability isn't boring. Predictability is access. Let me show you a before example. This page isn't bad. It's just built for one type of learner, a student who can read the full passage, hold details in working memory, and answer open-ended questions in writing. A lot of our kids can do pieces of this, but not all of it, especially when regulation, attention, or language are wobbly that day. So the goal isn't to water anything down. The goal is to make the task reachable by removing the barriers. Here's non-negotiable number 1 in action: visual access. Similar content, but now students get symbol-supported choices. They can point, circle, scan, or respond with AAC. In addition, the students can read the text themselves, or an adult can read it to them, or someone could even translate it for our ELL learners, and they can still answer by choosing the correct picture. The visuals support vocabulary and comprehension, and the response is clearer. Students can show what they know without needing the perfect words or the stamina for a written answer. This is one of the easiest ways to increase independence while keeping the thinking intact. Here's non-negotiable number 2, multiple response options, and this is how you do it without making 3 totally different lessons. It's the same page set up in 3 access points: open-ended for students who can generate the answer, symbol choices for students who need support selecting the answer, and errorless for students who are still learning the concept and need guaranteed success while they practice the routine. The best part, you can use different versions with different students, or with the same student on different days. Honestly, I haven't done this enough with my products. I created these examples for this video, and when I did, I thought it would be so simple to add that errorless option. I use errorless tasks all the time in my classroom, and that simple bit of success goes a long way for some kiddos. And here's non-negotiable number 3, consistent format, using adapted books as an example. These are from 3 separate social stories. You'll notice the same layout and routine across pages: simple text, one clear idea, and consistent matching spaces. That predictable routine helps students stay regulated and successful. When a resource is built like this, it becomes teachable in whole group, small group, or one-on-one. And students spend less energy comprehending the page and more energy learning. All right, those are my 3 non-negotiables: visual access, multiple response options, and a consistent format. If you want more quick makeovers like this, hit subscribe and tell me in the comments which one you forget first. And if you want to hang out with me between videos, come find me on Instagram at The Life of Kimmy D. You can also grab the resources I'm talking about in my Teachers Pay Teachers store, adapted by Kimmy D. I'll put the links in the description. Thanks for watching.